Hell yeah! You're watching The Dusty Show. Let's fucking do it!
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday night, and if you are now obsessed with the motherfucking news, you've come to the right place. Welcome one and all to the greatest show that humans are capable of. I'm sorry, this is the best you get. It's the Dusty Show, and there is a time, and the time is now to fucking rock. So thank you for joining me. Guys, hope you had a good Tuesday out there. What the fuck did you do? All I did was work on the motherfucking news. This shit takes so long, guys. If you like the motherfucking news, please share the motherfucking news, because 20 hours I worked on the latest motherfucking news. Hard to do this show and the motherfucking news at the same time. Now, it will get easier. A year from now, the shit that's taking me 20 hours will take me 1 hour. That's how the technology works. But hey, you got to put the time in to get the fucking results. So I know you guys been waiting for it. I love to give you guys what you want. Ladies and gentlemen, I worked hard on this. I present you a brand new episode of the motherfucking news. Special update.
Welcome back to the motherfucking news. We have a breaking update. The president, a spray-tan colostomy bag with the nuclear codes, has finally explained why his personal assistant never blinks, never leaves, and smells him like a drug dog at the airport. He explained it himself, on camera, unfucking prompted. Roll the tape.
Hey, Mr. President, your aide, Natalie Harp, is with you around the clock, and her family says they haven't heard from her since spring. What is her role?
Natalie's great. We've grown very close. I literally wished her into existence. I had the Secret Service bring me one of those one-wish willows. I was sitting there late at night in my dirty diaper, and I wished I had a hot lobotomized automaton to change my soiled Pampers. I broke the willow in half. Next thing you know, she was standing in the corner of my room, completely still. Freaked me the fuck out. Sometimes at night when she's sleeping, I can hear a voice from her begging me to kill her.
I'm still in here. I see everything my hands do. Please kill me.
But I would never do that. Honestly, knowing she's trapped inside, doing all this against her will, only makes it hotter. I love how loyal she is. Sure, I may have to cover up a few grisly murders here and there. But it's really a small price to pay for this level of service. Jesus.
It's time, Mr. President.
Okay, gotta go, everybody. Time to get changed. I'm bricked up just thinking about it. It's good to be the king.
Holy shit. I'm not sure we were supposed to see all of that. Oh well, that's it for this breaking update. Until next time, get your shit together, America. Good night.
Woo! Motherfucking news, everybody. Hell yeah. So that's going to be very confusing if you've never seen the movie Obsession. Also, maybe a little bit of spoiler alert, but it's fine. It's fine. Go watch the movie. Everybody's already watched it, so I don't feel too bad for you guys. But I had that idea last night. Everybody talking about Natalie now, so thought I would get in it while the get was good. So go share that everywhere, minions. Do it to it. Please help a brother out. All right, let's go get the show off, folks. As always, if you enjoy my comedy stylings, the super chats are open. They're the lifeblood of the show. I don't dodge any questions. It's literally my job not to do so. Over here, there's a dollar sign. You click it. You click super chat. You donate money, preferably lots of it, and I will read your words. I love you, super chats. And also, you might notice there is a way to support the show through PayPal and Patreon. Links in the description of the video. You'll figure it out. You're very handsome, charming, sexy. And, all right, let's go get the show off, folks. Get it the fuck going. Gonna start you guys off tonight with a little bit of, I think we're gonna do some, yeah, it only makes sense. Let's do some Chud Watch.
Chud Watch. Hey, yeah, yo. Talking about Chud Watch.
We talking about it.
We talk about Chud, son.
We kill everybody. I mean, we week. We make fun of them. Should watch. Yeah, baby. And first up, on tonight, Should Watch. Hi, I'm back. White House knew about the pool defects long before it started arresting Olympic heroes, trying to make examples out of them. Of course, no shit. A U.S. National Park Service engineer warned the Trump administration about the floor of the Lincoln reflecting pool peeling in early June due to the renovation process and the materials used for the job, court filings revealed Wednesday. Despite that warning, President Donald Trump accused multiple people of destroying the pool once it reopened to the public. Yep, he can't admit he hired a no-bid contractor, a con man who's giving him money under the fucking table to do a shitty job. So he's got to harass and ruin the lives of American citizens, including heroes that competed for the United States in the Olympics. That's where we're at, folks. Going to be lots and lots of lawsuits, of course, but it's not going to be his money, I guess. And here's another one, a big lawsuit waiting to happen. Janine Pirro pushes to keep accused Memorial Vando in jail, even though they know they're all innocent, folks. She should lose her license. Weeks after being rebuked by President Donald Trump for dropping cases related to alleged damage to the reflecting pool, U.S. Attorney for the District of Columbia, Janine Pirro, is going to unusual lengths to try to keep behind bars a woman accused of vandalizing memorial elsewhere on National Mall. But she didn't do it right. Nobody vandalized this thing. They're just fucking lying. But gotta ruin Americans' lives for the orange goof. He gets off on it. He just wants to test you. Another example. Department of Justice is claiming that Comey knew that 8647 was a death threat. It's so stupid. It's the dumbest fucking timeline. The Department of Justice is defending its prosecution of former FBI Director James Comey, saying there is no serious dispute that a social media post of seashells he made last year could be understood as a threat against President Donald Trump. Oh, but there could be. I dispute all of this. It clearly wasn't. You were just lying. There's no dispute. This means exactly what we're lying that it means. Bullshit. Bull fucking shit. But hey, what are you going to believe? Us or your own eyes, right? Gotta believe us. We rule you. Then, as you guys learned at the top of the show, if you never heard about this whole Natalie thing, apparently Natalie Harp, Trump's new personal assistant, been around for a little while, always in the background. Once again, if you've seen the movie Obsession, exactly like the movie Obsession. Apparently, they've been doing a lot of journalism, trying to figure out what she's all about, and they found out a series of letters that she had written and left the president in personal spaces that anybody could read. Let's have a look at some of the stuff that this moonbat has told our president. You are all that matters to me. Gross. I don't ever want to let you down. Thank you for being my guardian and protector in this life. I want to bring you joy to feel like we can get through a day without ever having to talk work. Her work is literally wiping his ass. I shit you not, but he shits her lots. I want to bring you joy to feel like we can. I want to get back to that synergy where we talk about everything and nothing. So love letters. She's writing this new love letters. You're the alpha. Oh God, Jesus, motherfucking. And the omega, the be all and end all. So it's a cult, right? He's the cult leader. They worship him. I'm jealous. What would I be without you? That's wrong. I want things to always be right between us. I know I've been distracted all week, forgetting to eat throughout the days and even forgetting to sleep and only catching a couple hours of time. Working so hard for you, my love. After going through all this self-analysis, my conclusion, I need to reunite my past self with my current into a better version who will make you proud. And please, when I fail, will you tell me? You have the absolute right to cuss me out if need be, when I deserve it, because no one knows or cares about me more. Thank you for always being there for me. I'll never forget when you made that promise to me after losing my dad to modify a classic. I could not have parted with you to anyone less worthy, and I will add, it is I who am unworthy. Always Natalie, just Jesus. It's just so crazy how cults work. You don't have to be handsome, smart, nothing. I mean, look at L. Ron Hubbard. Fucking teeth. Fighting to go different directions. Hideous. People lining up like Tom Cruise to suck that man's dick. Same thing with this orange fucking goof. Watching this giant cult start real times. Gross. And yes, Trump aide Natalie Harp spent a summer sleeping in the locker room at Trump's Bedminster Golf Club. I bet that's not the only place she was sleeping. Probably on the foot at the foot of his bed like a dog and remained close to him after she denied a room, not even giving her his dog a room. He hates animals. Apparently, Trump's evil broad is now estranged from many of her family members. Harp's brother describes her fatal attraction type infatuation with the dementia adult psychopath as very unhealthy, and I'll say, how unhealthy could it possibly be? Well, apparently it's so unhealthy. She's so obsessed with him that she's riding in the trunk of cars in order to stalk him.
New breaking details about Trump's fiercely loyal personal aide, Natalie Harp. Our Kristen Holmes reporting tonight that Harp is physically close to Trump at all hours of the day. Sources also telling Kristen that Harp once jumped into the trunk of a vehicle in Trump's motorcade when she was told there was not room for her to travel with him to a hearing in a New York City courthouse. New breaking details.
Weird. So they got her brother on there. Got her brother on there and asked him, hey, what do you think about this weird shit your sister's doing?
You guys grew up in the same home, the same family, so you understand where she's coming from in a way that no one else does.
Yeah. I mean,
what do you think drew her to him?
Definitely not her.
Yeah.
Well, my mom raised us with the idea that American exceptionalism was the correct way of looking at things, that the United States is the boss of the world, that, like, you know, slavery was back then, that was normal. People weren't bad because they had slaves. And honestly, and it's like Trump wants to take all those books out of schools. He wants to rewrite history. And so, like, I think that
my sister, weird as fuck, long story short. That's how you didn't know about that shit. There are two separate kinds of transference going on. A lot of people notice that she seems to be trying to make herself look like Ivanka, who we already know Donald Trump is sexually attracted to. How do we know that? Because he told us many times, if she weren't my daughter, I would be dating her. Gross. But yes, there are two separate kinds of transference going on. Natalie Harp has transferred her relationship with her father to her new guardian and protector, Donald Trump. Hey, don't shit on daddy issues. I love me some fucking daddy issues. Dusty, top D. Trump has transferred his lust for his daughter to Natalie Harp. If she wasn't my daughter, I'd be dating her. This creates a double bind. She meters his information diet to maximally serve his delusions and doubles as his nurse. In return, he takes her on the safe jet instead of leaving her to die with the press and doubles as her daddy. This shit is dark. Hey, love is love, right? He ain't getting nothing from Melania. He owed. He got to get it where he can get it. Haters. Meanwhile, as the world burns, no doubt other people besides me have some AI skills, and I'm not the only one who made some memes about this. Let's have a look at one of them.
People are saying we spend too much time together.
Let them talk.
I wrote you something. A letter, 14 pages.
Wow.
Single-spaced.
I won't read it.
There's something I have to tell you, and it changes everything.
Whatever it is, we'll face it together.
It's the generic ballot. We're down 4.
Oh, I thought I got you knocked up.
She's onto us.
She doesn't understand what we have here.
What if she asks where we go at night?
Tell her Iran.
She's right behind you!
Are the numbers good?
If the numbers aren't beautiful, will you still want me?
The numbers better be hot.
I'm just saying upgrade. It's an upgrade from Epstein, right? Sam. Meanwhile, Ossoff, Georgia Senator Ossoff got out there and he was like, hey, Donald Trump got a mistress. Seems to enjoy spending time with her. Basically, that's the gist of what he's saying here.
And while the sailors on the Lincoln fight his war, while he fruitlessly drains our munitions and oil reserves, the president sleeps through his meetings. He golfs and trades stocks. See, he doesn't want to do the job. He wants to build his ballroom and travel with Natalie on their apparently defenseless flying palace gifted by the Emir of Qatar.
He said Natalie's name. I mean, he didn't say she was a hoe. He didn't say they were having an affair. All he said was Trump wants to travel with Natalie, but pearls! I'm clutching my pearls! Oh my God! basically, he just threatened to murder the president, y'all. That's what just happened there. He mentioned a woman, and that's sexist. You're not allowed to mention women. First, they asked Donald Trump about it. Here's his, damn, what a killer response. He's so good on his feet.
Mr. President, yesterday John Ossoff said you'd rather travel with your aide, Natalie Harp, and build the ballroom than do your job as president. What is your response, John Ossoff?
You mean Pee Wee Herman? Pee Wee Herman look-alike?
Oh, Pee Wee Herman, Pee Wee Herman. Yeah, that was like the 80s, dude. Pee Wee Herman fucking dead. The youths these days don't even know what a fucking Pee Wee Herman is.
No, I would much rather do other things. It's we're building a great facility here. We're fixing.
Yeah, so blah, blah, blah. Instead of refuting it, he just starts talking about his beautiful ballroom because that's what's got his focus now. John Ossoff was exactly correct. Meanwhile, here's your reminder that all of the big right-wing Twitter accounts have a group chat where they're all told what to be outraged about. They all get paid for it too, folks. They sent a very clear message. You almost cannot make it unless you're like ugly, super ugly like Hassan Parker. Otherwise, you cannot make it as a left-winger because all the money going to these motherfuckers, they're all soulless grifters. All told what to put. Ossoff was clearly implying that Trump is having an affair. He sure was. God bless Natalie Harp. Natalie Harp is a bone cancer survivor. I bet that's not the only bone she's taken. This is quite a message for the Democratic Party to send young women. Yeah, don't fuck your bosses and lick their asses after you change their diapers. Good message, to be honest with you. Julie Kelly, shame on him for shame. I mean, we literally support one of the biggest scumbags to ever step foot on the planet, but you said the name of a woman. Anyway, over and over and over again, Timu Oddjob, Stephen Chung, John Jackoff has to be the biggest cuck loser. Imagine saying that when you're Stephen Chung. Anyway, all on the same playbook, all getting paid. Meanwhile, fake outrage. That's what we're seeing here from Scott Jennings. Man, he's not even a good actor. He's just so stupid. But that's all they got. He literally gets paid by CNN big bucks to act poorly.
Wouldn't defend it. He was a coward for not defending it. He's willing to do it in a scripted rally, but he's not willing to defend it after the fact. It's despicable.
Ashley? I mean, all this sort of fake outrage just really infuriates.
It's not fake, I can assure you.
It is. I mean, especially when the president.
You don't put words in my mouth. It's not fake.
She let you putting words in
Ossoff's mouth. He never suggested. I am really.
Hold on a second.
I am super outraged. He said her name, okay? He said Trump likes to travel with her. I am so outraged. Oh, my God.
I mean, Trump just made $4 billion as president, walks around calling reporters fucking piggies, has been accused of sexual assault dozens of fucking times, one of the worst humans. But, oh my goodness, shut the fuck up. Jesus. Man, it's a good thing that I don't have godlike powers just to blink and give people ass cancer, because ass cancer for you, ass cancer for you. Everybody gets ass cancer. I'm just saying, it's going to be a world full of ass cancer. Meanwhile, convicted fellow Dinesh D'Souza settled his defamation lawsuit. Now, if you guys have been watching the show for a long time, and you haven't been, because nobody has, poor me, you already know all about this. I covered this back when it happened years and years ago. I told you guys about this when he had his movie, 10 Trillion Mules or whatever it is, 40 Acres and a Mule. I don't remember. It was something about mules. Meanwhile, 2,000 mules, I was really close. Reparations. The settlement, details of which were not disclosed, ends a year-long legal battle. So basically, remember that 20,000 mules where he was like, all these people we have on camera, they're mules and they're stuffing the ballot boxes with a bunch of ballots, but it was just like blurry footage of people that they covered their faces, no evidence whatsoever that they done anything wrong. And apparently some of these blurry people that they try to cover their faces got recognized because of fucking course they did. And they were like, I was just dropping off one ballot and you accused me of being a voter frauder, and all these people started threatening me about it, and so sued. I told you guys when this happened, they basically withdrew the book from the fucking shelves. They withdrew the fucking documentary, and now they've settled all their lawsuits. But hey, he made his money. He got his fucking pardon, folks. They made millions and millions and millions and millions, and they got just a slap on the wrist. This is how it works. We are a nation full of con man, fraudsters, and criminals, and goddamn does it pay. Meanwhile, Jesus, this guy looks just like a fucking lizard. Ron DeSantis appointee arrested on child sex charges. So creepy. Look at that, man. Is that even a human? Governor Ron DeSantis suspended Palm Beach County clerk of court Michael Caruso on Tuesday morning after his arrest on child sex abuse charges. Caruso, 67, faces 5 felony counts: kidnapping, child molestation, lewd exhibition, luring or enticing a child, and child abuse causing mental injury. A call to his cell phone went immediately to voicemail. I bet it did. I don't think you guys are going to get any answers from him for a long time, and yikes! Why do Republicans always look like that? Meanwhile, in Oklahoma, they're introducing a bill to require every single public university to install a statue of our Lord and Savior, Charlie Kirk, who you guys might remember was a shitty racist podcaster. But hey, it doesn't matter. Got to be on all of our schools. And it also, the statue has to describe Charlie Kirk as a modern civil rights leader because, woo! We are not a serious country. All we want is health care. 40,000 people dying every year from lack of it. But hey, let's spend our money on this stupid bullshit because we're the fucking worst. And Rand Paul wants you serfs to know that they don't work for you. They rule you. Nobody needs to know about Mitch McConnell's health status. I mean, yeah, he's been gone for 3 months. Hell, if you had a fucking baby, you don't get maternity leave for that fucking long. He got the best health care. He got the best fucking paycheck. But apparently, if you're in the highest political body in the land, you don't even have to show up to your fucking job. Us peons, we don't deserve representation, even though we're supposed not to be taxed with that representation. But nah, Senator Rand Paul says he doesn't understand why people are demanding Senator Mitch McConnell to release more details about his health condition as he continues his recovery. I'm not sure I understand it, but you do. It is lying. Paul said, to tell the truth, he announced a year ago he wasn't running. What the fuck does that have to do with the fact that he's missing in action and the people who elected him deserve somebody to represent them? Representative democracy already doesn't fucking work. Now you want to take the very little thing that it's supposed to give us away from us, because of course they fucking do. We have to get rid of this fucking system of government. It does not work. They do not represent us. They don't even fucking pretend. And folks, you want to know something else I did yesterday? I worked on my motherfucking news and I actually made a clip about Randy Fine. You know who Randy Fine is? He used to be, believe it or not, see how fat this guy is? He used to be way fatter. He used to be like 3 times fatter. This is thin Randy Fine. Anyway, apparently he was out canvassing, knocking on some doors, and I guess they didn't answer. So he's like, you know what? I'm just going to root through their mailbox. Why not? I mean, it is a federal offense, but who's going to stop me, baby? So there's like real life footage of him doing it, rooting through it, folks. And then he did say afterwards that maybe it was AI, but it wasn't AI, folks. He literally just did it. But I made a video about this, folks, and world premiere sneak peek. This is probably coming out tomorrow, but since you guys are smart to watch this show live, brain geniuses, you get to see it right now. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you this. It's not done yet, but tomorrow's episode of the motherfucking news today.
And this week in Florida, Ormond Beach Congressman Randy Fine decided to break multiple federal laws on camera by rooting through strangers' mailboxes while canvassing door to door. This is actual footage of the fat fuck treating a stranger's mail like a buffet. Here at MFN, we have obtained exclusive extended footage from the homeowner. What you're about to see is shocking, even for Florida.
Holy shit! Publishers Clearinghouse! They might already be a winner! Hey, what are you doing in there, little guy? What the hell?
Fuck yeah! I'm finally free! I've been trapped in there for 2,000 years. That's why I never returned. Now it's time to kill all the sinners. Yay! Gluttony is a sin.
Oh, I'm not religious, but praise Jesus. And rest in peace, Congressman. That's all for now. More later on the motherfucking news.
Woo! I love it, baby! I love the ability just to create whatever comes into my fucking mind. I got a mind on me, y'all. I think of all kinds of crazy shit. So the future's going to be awesome. If you hate AI, sucks to be you. But if you love AI, damn, you come to the right place because I got powers. I'm like fucking Harry Potter with this shit. Pew, 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 AI. So sweet. That Trump endorsed a bunch of people that fucking lost this week. Now, Darlene Graham, who is Lady G. Lindsey Graham's sister, who apparently has been gifted his Senate seat, been gifted all the money from his super PAC, which is not supposed to happen. She did a little bit of the debate, and needless to say, she did poorly. She did really poorly. She doesn't know what the fuck's going on. Anyway, here she is claiming that the state she lives in has 50 million people.
50 million people in South Carolina.
There is not. There is 5 million. You're only off by 10 times. Then they're like, hey, you're taking Senator Lindsey Graham's seat to represent the people, you know. Do you know anything about politics at all? Right? The other thing about foreign affairs. What do you think about Taiwan? And here's her answer, folks.
On the national security question as well, Senator, are Taiwan and the South China Sea national security issues for the United States? If so, why?
I'm sorry, could you repeat the question?
Are Taiwan and the South China Sea national security issues for the United States? And if so, why or how?
I'm just going to be honest here. I'm not on national security. I'm not that informed on national security, but I do support the military.
On the national security question as well, Senator, are Taiwan and the South China Sea...
Yeah, I just support the troops. I mean, I don't know anything about fucking national security. I don't know anything about diplomatic affairs, so I don't actually know what's going to keep our troops safe, but I'm for the troops. Vote for me, idiots. I'm Lindsey Graham's sister. I don't have any fucking experience whatsoever. I don't know what's going on, but I'm his sister. Isn't that good enough for you, dipshits? I'm a fucking Republican, and yeah, for a lot of it will be. We are not a serious country. Rome right before the fall. And meanwhile, here's how they're trying to fight back against the Democrats now, folks. Looks like there's a blue wave going on. Kentucky Democrat Governor Andy Beshear says,
I realize you support abolishing the Electoral College. If you're saying direct election of the president and vice president.
Yeah, I've said it a number of times. And it's because in Kentucky, we will never see a candidate for president or vice president unless they're from here. Why? Because people just expect that it'll go one way or the other. Yep. It's the idea that someone would get elected not just knowing about 7 states, but having to earn votes all over the United States.
In our current system, your vote doesn't count in most states. There's only a few swing states where your votes actually count, and the rest of us, like Mississippi, no reason for me to vote for president. Now, some of the down ballot is worth voting for, but 100% of the time it's going to go for the Republican, and all of our electoral votes are going to go for the Republican. So what's the point? And the whole point of the Electoral College was set up to make sure that slave-owning states have more power, and that's exactly how it's still used today. States like California, states with higher number of minorities, if you actually look it up, their votes on average across the country, if you average it out, the vote of a brown person counts about 7% less than a white person. It's directly institutionalized racism on purpose to make sure white people's votes count more and that they can rule society. Why is white supremacy baked into the fucking system? So, yes, it doesn't do any of us any good for the person who gets the least amount of votes to be able to win the presidency. How does that fucking make sense? It's just stupid as fucking dog shit. So, of course, they got to attack him for a very reasonable stance. Here's Mike Lee. Anyone who hates the Electoral College hates the Constitution. Only Donald Trump. The Electoral College is a disaster for a democracy. Uh-oh. But I'm sure Trump has changed his mind now that he won with less votes, right? But good news, the blue wave seems to be full in effect, y'all. All across the country, Democrats won their primary races, won their races against the people that Donald Trump endorsed. First off, Democrat flips deep red Butler, Pennsylvania. Look at this shit, folks. The last person who won it was a Republican that won by 30 points. That's the reversal we're talking about. Donald Trump won it by 18 points. Imagine your party winning by 30 points 2 years ago, a year and a half ago. and losing now. That's how big the blue wave is. That's how sick of people are of Donald Trump and the fucking Republicans. A little too late. A little too late. America trying to pick up the brains and put it back in their hand after they already voted to blow their brains out. Too late, America, but hey, I guess E for effort. More Trump losses. I wonder why Trump picked this lady. Must be because of meritocracy. Jim Schwartzel is projected to defeat Catalina Loff to clinch the GOP nomination for Rep. Byron Donald's House seat. And good. More losses for the Orange Goof. Here's another one. Trump pick loses Wyoming Republican governor primary. President Donald Trump just suffered another endorsement loss. This time in deep red Wyoming, Republican State Senator Eric Barlaw defeated Trump-backed Superintendent of Public Instruction Megan Degenfelder. He sure is fucking endorsing a lot of women. Bad idea if you're trying to get your Republicans to win. Meanwhile, Corey Mills lost. This is one of Trump's main picks. This is so hilarious, y'all, as I'm about to show you. So one of the main guys Trump stumped for continuously lost. Corey Mills, 34-47. Wasn't even fucking close. Representative Corey Mills was defeated by Republican challenger in Florida that has tested voters. So Donald Trump losing miserably all over the place. What is he going to do? Lie about it. You already knew the fucking answer to that. So here he is claiming. Well, first off, let me show you what he said. A couple days ago, Donald Trump said Congressman Corey Mills is an American first patriot and tremendous champion for the great people of Florida's 7th Congressional District, a successful entrepreneur and brave U.S. Army combat veteran and Bronze Star recipient. Corey knows what is required to defend our country, support our military veterans, and ensure peace through strength. In Congress, he is fighting tirelessly to keep our border secure, stop migrant crime, grow our economy, cut taxes and regulations, unleash American energy dominance, promote made in the USA, safeguard our elections, and defend our always under siege Second Amendment. Corey Mills has my complete and total endorsement. He will not let you down. I promise you, 100% backed by Donald Trump. You can take that to the bank. He loses. Donald Trump is like, I told Congress Corey Mills of Florida, a friend of mine, to get out of the race, but he wouldn't listen.
Fucking stupid Corey. I told you to get out of the race, you stupid motherfucker.
But did you listen? I'm a genius. I can't believe you didn't listen to me and you lost. Ha ha. I would have never supported you, you sack of shit. He thought he could win, so who can blame him? We now have a great candidate, Ron Elijah, running in his place. Anyway, ha ha, he supported you, then threw you under the bus because you're a fucking loser. Just hilarious. Meanwhile, I love when they fight. I hope they kill each other. Alex Jones fight with old bald-ass Tim Pool, and it is beautiful. Holy shit. Grifter Wars.
I'm going to shoot one more report.
Shoot it.
On Tim Pool and his secret meeting with Benjamin Netanyahu that he admitted he had. He said
he did it.
He's going to keep secret.
Right. But he already took a bunch of money from the Russians, and you knew about that, and you had him on the show repeatedly. You sucked his balls repeatedly. You knew who he was, Alex, right? You knew exactly who he was, and you didn't give a shit. But now you're doing this turn because it's no longer popular to be on the Trump train, so you're trying to jump the fuck off of it. It's obvious. You're transparent. You're a sack of shit. Please offer yourself.
And it's just this. We cannot tolerate Americans meeting secretly with a foreign government that's openly trying to manipulate our foreign policy and primarying members of Congress and trying to take over our military secrets in the new National Defense Authorization Act. And all I know is Tim Pool follows the exact Israeli talking points. So even if he's not taking money, he is following their talking points. I want to just say this.
You were also following their talking points, Alex Jones. You were doing the exact same talking points that Tim Pool was. There was literally no daylight between your talking points and Tim Pool's talking points. What the fuck are you talking about, slut?
And that is my Tread Watch at halftime, folks. What do we do? Hey, I 30 minutes in. Pretty good for a short show. Please forgive me for a very quick commercial. Hey, guys, my name is Dusty Smith, and I am a digital busker. My entire job is to take care of animals and to also entertain you, mostly for free. But if you enjoy my show, could you do me a giant solid? Could you chip in? Every link, every description of my video has a link to my Patreon, my PayPal, my all of it. You click on the More button, it pops down. You click on the this one, it pops up. You click on Become a Member. Could you become a member? Could would you find in your heart to become a member? So basically, you decide to chip in a couple bucks, 4, 5, 10, whatever you can afford. Like if you're rich, give me a lot of money, even though why would you watch the show if you're rich? But hey, if you are well off and you're like, damn, I want to do some good with my money, here you go. Here's your excellent opportunity. Here's the door knocking. Anyway, help a brother out. There is a link in the description. Aim your camera phone to the top of my thing up here. Take a picture or just a link will pop up to my Patreon. To my PayPal. Help a brother out, HBO. Got to read all the PayPals at the end of the show. Also, $, Cashapp. $, cultofdusty. So, all right, let's go ahead and read. I mean, we have at least one from Rebecca. Woo, Rebecca, another day. Another dial of survival of the worst administration ever, yeah. But another day of me being thankful for you, and another day of everybody who should be thankful for Rebecca if you enjoy the show, because literally would not exist. Look at, I got the vast majority of this money coming for Rebecca. Kevin Milligan, 10 tickets, fuck yeah. I got a giant after party coming up. It's maybe the biggest after party I've ever done. I've been saving up so much stuff. Friday, day after tomorrow, and if you got your ticket for the after party, be sure to jump on Friday because we're going to do it, and we're going to do it big, and give Kevin Milligan your love. Thank you, Kellen. Darnest, Dusty, have you seen Natalie's major horse teeth? Love ya. I have not really seen her horse teeth. No, I mean, I did see the videos. I didn't see any big horse teeth or anything, but I'll take your word for it. And $5 from Justin Joseph. Woo! All right, that is super light for the show. All right. More super chats, please. If you like my show, please help me stay in business. Or not. It's all good. Whatever. It's fine. All right, let's move along, folks. I'm going to read all the rest of the super chats at the rest of the show. Let's do some war. War. Nope, AP is on Fridays. That's when we do that. And first off, on tonight's war. Rick Scott wants Donald Trump to know you ain't got no choice. You got to go full-fledged war with Iran. I mean, you could bring the troops home and pull us out of there, not spend trillions of dollars, and send the global economy into depression. You could do that. Or boots on the ground, forever war, $10 trillion more dollars. Low. You got it.
Well, I think we all like gas prices down, and we'd all like not to be at war. But this president's doing what he's supposed to do. As president of the United States, you defend this country. Iran wants to destroy it with their nuclear weapons.
Oh, now that's where they're at, folks. Now they're just like, oh, my God, they were going to nuke Israel or something. Now they want to destroy us with their nuclear weapons any second now. They was going to nuke us. Don't they have that power? Isn't that real life? They don't. They don't have any power to nuke us at all. They don't have any long-range missiles that could reach us. They don't have any kind of nuclear program like that. It's all a lie, of course. It's exactly the same as weapons of mass destruction. It's the same fucking playbook. They don't even care if you're stupid, to be honest with you. They just know they got to say something, and it doesn't really matter what they say because we ain't going to do shit, apparently.
So war's horrible, but being killed by a nuclear weapon is worse. So this president's doing exactly what he should be doing as commander-in-chief in defending this country. It's hard. The Iranian regime has been killing us for 47 years. This is going to be very difficult to get where we want to go. But the president is actually doing the exactly right thing.
The president leveled a pretty big threat against Iran, Senator, on July 22nd. He said anytime the Islamic Republic shoots at a ship in the Strait, whether it be missile, rocket, drone, or any other device or weapon, the U.S. will bomb and destroy one bridge or power plant. I'm not sure Iran really took that threat seriously, Senator, because look at what's gone on. And you heard Robert Sherman reporting another ship fired at today, a couple more in the recent days. It's still up and to the right when we look at how many ships.
Anyway, basically, long story short, he says Donald Trump has to go boots in the ground, full-fledged, all-out war. That's what they're calling for now, folks. Meanwhile, Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of War, during the middle of this fucking boondoggle, out campaigning for fellow Republicans, never seen anything like this. Can you imagine the literal guy who's in charge of our armed forces during the middle of a war, out fucking campaigning in Iowa in the middle of a war? Nuts. Oh, but that's where we're at, folks. It's totally unfucking serious. They don't take our money seriously. They don't take our troops' lives seriously. Nothing means anything anymore. And why would they? We are not a serious country. This is what's ending up on our news channel, folks. Prepare for the brain trust.
The Gulf of America, because the president just put a bumper sticker on it and said, we're actually going to take this back and we're going to be proud of our country. I think we can call it the Strait of America and have an opportunity to have American exports there. That's
right, y'all.
We gonna finally call it straight of America. It's the only straight thing I ever liked.
The opportunity to make sure that it's controlled by a democracy as opposed to a terrorist state. Why do we let Iran continue to do this? Why do we continue to bow down to them?
Why do we let other countries have sovereignty over their own land? We're supposed to rule the world, guys.
And allow them to continue to do this and tariff us for what, decades now? No, I don't think we should let this happen. And I think the president's right. Why have we been doing this? Why has nobody else called this out? But of course, the second the orange.
Okay, I know this is going to make some people mad, but what a faggot. Jesus, we got to bring the word faggot back. I know people are mad about the word faggot, but hear me out. The word faggot is actually an amazing insult to use against conservatives because they hate it. Now, I'm not saying you should use the word faggot as a gay slur, although I've watched some gay porn, a little bit, and some gay guys like it. I'm just saying they seem to get off on it. Not all. Some people, no likey, but some people are like, ooh, call me that again, daddy. I seen it. Anyway, faggot. That's what we should start calling them because it bothers them. That's just me. Don't hate. And then, speaking of cuck faggots, Army unit has been offering 4-day passes to soldiers so they'll re-enlist so they can play Grand Theft Auto 6, guys. Where you at, soldiers? Who's ready to die? Who's ready to become a slave for even longer for Grand Theft Auto 6? Jesus Christ. Some U.S. military members who are itching to play a video game they've anticipated for over a decade can trade a commitment for several more years of their life in uniform for a few days off to play Grand Theft Auto 6. As an incentive to re-enlist, a U.S. Army unit in Georgia is offering active duty soldiers a 4-day pass to play the popular game when it's released this fall. Oh my God! I hope somebody takes them up on this and then they die. I hope somebody dies. I'm just saying. I know. I mean, but also, or Jesus, come on. And then this is what you guys are dying for. This is what you're signing up to play some fucking Grand Theft Auto to re-enlist as a fucking slave. This is it. Video released by the Palestinian Red Crescent shows Zionist settler children attacking and blocking an ambulance transporting a patient in Hebron's Tel Ramuyad neighborhood in the occupied West Bank, folks. Remember, what the reason they used to justify murdering all the Palestinian children is because they're taught from birth to hate Jews for no reason. Just full of hatred from birth, but it's exactly what they do. It's always projection. That's what conservatives always do. That's what fucking religious people always do. They accuse you of doing what they fucking do because it's a lot easier to make somebody play defense than to play defense yourself. Always playing offense. So yeah, they broke their fucking window. So anybody would resist these people, folks, and they don't even try to hide it. They know they rule us, they gleefully rule us, and they tell us they rule us right to our fucking face.
Or they say blackness does not mean physical blackness. Blackness means it's a spiritual level, a spiritual inferiority. So that's the first thing. It happens to be that Jewish law permits the enslavement of any non-Jew, white or black. That's another question which got raised. But that has nothing to do with racism. That's just a heter that we are allowed to enslave non-Jewish populations.
These unwashed cavemen, they literally believe that they are chosen and they can rule the entire fucking world, and they do. They do somehow. They've infiltrated our government. They take our own tax dollars and they use our own tax dollars to bribe our government to give them more tax dollars, and they fucking rule us just publicly bragging about it. Fuck everything about this, goddammit. Bring it, motherfucker. I will die. This is one of the few things I would actually fucking die for. Somebody trying to slay me. These fucking cavemen trying to take my rights away from me. And I hope others fucking feel the same goddamn way because it's enough of this. Enough of this. And that is my war. That slides us right in, folks. Dovetails perfectly with what's going on in this week's
It's the economy, stupid!
So, speaking of the war, Jared Kushner, who is Donald Trump's son-in-law, who is not a member of our government in any way whatsoever, but for some reason is negotiating war with Iran. Iran has already come out publicly and said, hey, Jared Kushner is just using this to try to make money. He's not actually trying to broker peace whatsoever. Anyway, he came out and he said, positive peace talks are going on. He said, different parts of the Iranian government are talking with us. It's all going so well. But Iran says, yeah, he's fucking lying. That's not goddamn true. Also, Donald Trump said, that's not fucking true. Oil prices have risen again after the 2-month window to negotiate a peace deal in the U.S.-Israel war on Iran expired on Monday with no end to the conflict in sight. And Donald Trump specifically said they are not negotiating in any way anymore with Iran. So basically, who knows how long this is going to go on. And if you're playing along at home, crude oil up 5% this week, 4.2. $86 since January, 50%, folks. We are 50% higher than we were in January. So bad inflation through the fucking roof. And yes, this is affecting everything. It's looking real bad out there, folks. First off, federal debt just topped $40 trillion. 25% of that from one man, Donald Trump, the biggest spender in the history of mankind. I guess we're just going to go bankrupt, right? They've already spent our money. They've already spent our kids' money, our great-grandkids' money, and now it's time for the 10 generations in the future. That's the money they're spending right now. No conservative actually cares about their own children. It's the craziest fucking thing. $2 trillion a year, which means we have to pay that back, and we have to pay interest on that. And the interest rate is going through the fucking roof, folks, and I wonder why.
I call myself the king of debt. I'm the king of debt. I'm great with debt. Nobody knows debt better than me.
Nobody knows debt better than you. Well, it turns out 30-year Treasury yield tops 5.33. New 19-year high on inflation spending concerns. 19-year high. So this is the money that we have to pay back on the debt we're borrowing. So this is hundreds of billions of dollars extra. Not even just paying the debt off. This is just extra on top of the other interest we were already paying, never paying off the principal, folks. 5.33%. And the reason it's gone up so high is because our debt is at risk. Our country is no longer as assured to pay off its debts as we once were. And when there's more risk in the fact that you could or could not pay off your debt, it makes a risky investment. So you have to offer better terms, which is exactly what's happening here. How high can it go? And yes, global bonds are getting hammered en route. A sell-off in global bonds is driving up borrowing costs for governments, businesses, and families across the developed world. Wall Street sees no end in sight. Bond yields are at a 19-year high, and investors are blaming the rout on everything from continuing U.S.-Iran conflict, which has stoked inflation worries, to the deluge of tech company bonds vying for debt funds cash. But we all know what's causing it. It's Donald Trump. It's the war. It's the corruption. It's all of it, right? And dollar also tumbles, folks. Dollar tumbles as Treasury buyback unleashed bond market rally. The dollar tumbled by the most in 3 weeks to its weakest level since mid-May after the bond market rallied on the U.S. Treasury Department unexpected announcement that is increasing buyback. So pretty much bad for everybody except for the rich, because the rich are getting an infusion of cash as they continually print out new money, and they're doing quantitative easing where rich people basically just take this money and they boost up the stocks, they inflate them more. That's why the stock market is going up so much. They're basically just pumping it up. But they're doing this by stealing the money from your and our bank accounts. The money that sits in our bank account, it has a buying power. And basically what they do is they print more money, which steals the buying power from your money and makes your money worth less, which you have to pay more money for everything. That's what causes inflation. And you might be like, what? That seems like that shouldn't be legal. It shouldn't be, but it's a stealth tax. And you're like, I wonder if there's anything I could do not to pay that stealth tax. I wonder if there's anything I could do to make them not devalue my money. Well, this is not financial advice, folks, but I don't know if you're paying attention. Bitcoin gone up 10.5% in the last 2 days. And this is exactly what Bitcoin is for, folks, because Bitcoin is non-inflationary. It's exactly the whole purpose of it. Now, the downside of it, it's highly volatile. Bitcoin was at one point up 125,000. It dropped half. It went half in like a month. So highly fucking volatile, but also this is a hedge against inflation, against currency devaluation, exactly what we're seeing in the bond market. So I still think it's a good bet. Once again, not financial advice. Meanwhile, this is what our glorious Pharaoh spending money on, folks.
We got rid of the asphalt here, and this is granite.
Granite.
And if you notice, it's
so now they're driving on the same shit that's on high-end countertops.
Radial meaning it's cut about 2 degrees. Every stone is 2 degrees rounded. so that instead of putting straight pieces
Endless
down,
money as our
we have this
whole society collapses. And they just out there bragging right to our fucking face. And here's a brand new sentence that never existed before, folks.
This will be the greatest military complex / ballroom anywhere in the world.
That's right. This will be the greatest military complex / ballroom anywhere in the world. I mean, it'll be the only military complex / ballroom, but definitely the best, folks. It's just so fucking stupid. Now he's just lying and claiming it's a military complex because if you don't want them to build this fucking ballroom, you hate the troops. This is for the troops. It's just, they think we're stupid, and they're right. They're right. I can't argue with them on that. One more. This is what they're spending their time and money on. White House lawyers to court. Kennedy Center tarp must stay. They're refusing to take this tarp down. They're spending all this money to get this tarp up because the judges ordered that Trump's name be removed from the building, and they would rather have these expensive tarps stay up forever and look like an ugly eyesore than have people see the building without our glorious leader's name on it. So this is what they're focused on, folks. As we collapse, he's worried about his big, beautiful ballroom so he can stand on top of it and fiddle while the whole goddamn country burns down around him. And that is my economy section for this evening, folks. Where is BBC? I don't know. I guess BBC quit me. You know, it happens. I assume, I mean, I'm not saying this. So BBC did so much for me. Holy shit, man. BBC has given not just money, but friendship. He's came and visited me a couple of times, took me out to dinner. So BBC has done so much for me that if he never shows up again, never gives me another penny, I am so thankful. So thankful. And I don't expect not a single penny from I never expected to begin with, but I especially don't now after all he's done for me. So, but I do think he got bored with the show or something and quit it, which is his, you know, he's still with me for a long time. It happens, right? You know, eventually people have other things to do. Love you, BBC. And all right, move right along, folks. Get your super chats in. Time for some religious bullshit. Trash World combo. Woo! Trash World! And first, folks, you are never going to believe this. They finally caught one, and I made a goddamn video for this, and I fucking didn't goddamn post it. What? Youth pastor calls cops, confesses to sex with teen. This is a new one on me. Youth pastor ratting himself out. I guess he felt guilty or wanted to brag. I don't know. A youth pastor of a Kentucky church has been arrested after he called police on himself and admitted to sexually abusing a minor. I bet drugs were involved. He probably felt guilty, thought they were going to come get him any second now. According to court records, on Friday, August 14th, it's probably meth. Look at him. Look at those bags in his eyes. He probably smoked meth a lot, and he thought the cops were right outside his door and were coming to get him in a second, so he had to turn himself in because he thought they'd go lighter on him. That's what I'm guessing. Anyway, he told the trooper he met a 17-year-old girl through the church and developed a relationship with a minor. Coulter admitted to sexually abusing the girl and exchanging pornographic images over Snapchat. According to the court records, he's charged with 2 counts of third-degree sodomy. Meanwhile, Tennessee pastor gets life without parole for child rape. A Rutherford County jury has found a traveling pastor and his wife guilty of child sex crimes after a 2-week trial. Benjamin Garlick, 35, was convicted on 7 counts of aggravated rape of a child, 6 counts of aggravated sexual battery, and 1 count of solicitation of sexual. Anyway, they did a bunch of child rape. That's what you need to know. Also, his wife got found guilty of 2 counts. She might see daylight again, but this motherfucker, nope. Say hello to the Tates for me. Meanwhile, folks, prepare to see the coolest shit you've ever seen in your life. I know we all are aware of how cool Christianity is. I know we're all aware of how cool Christian music is, but you know what's cooler than Christianity and Christian music? Christian flag waving! Are there any other words for that song? What is going on? Hey, what are you guys doing tonight? I know. We need to have our star out there. Shit! We're going to have Chat with the Flags out there. We got to sing something. What kind of song can we sing? I don't know. Why don't you just sing, he's doing a new thing, so I sing a new song. Why don't you sing that like 20 times while Chat does his magic? Woo! Jesus Christ! And man, I am converting to not Christianity, that's for sure. And all right, let's slip into some trash world. You guys been hearing about all these child porn cases that our oligarchs are going through right now? First off, major 29-state child harm trial against Meta begins. I guess this is not about child porn. That's Elon Musk's lawsuit coming up next. This one's actually about how apparently Meta/Facebook brainwashed young'uns in order to be addicted to their product. I guess they got the psychologists out there and they're like, how can we make the youths click the button till they die, like the rats in that experiment that hit the cocaine button until their brain exploded? Remember that? Anyway, a coalition of states suing Meta over claims Facebook and Instagram were designed in ways that harmed young users' mental health, began making its case on Tuesday. And trillions! They're suing for trillions of dollars or whatever, so good. I hope it goes out of business. Actually, I don't. I hope it has new owners. That's what I hope. Then, not to be outdone, Elon Musk being sued by a woman over child porn. When Jane Doe was 4 years old, as she is identified in legal filings, arrived at her parents' house in Wyoming to set up a family party earlier this year. The familiar street in her small hometown was filled with state and local law enforcement. A man who flashed a badge told Jane he had a warrant to search her stepfather's electronic devices for child sexual abuse material, she said. A technician looking for a hard drive with family photos said it had something to do with artificial intelligence, she said. Jane later learned that her stepfather had created thousands of sexually explicit images of her as a child and traded them online, she said. He manipulated a photo taken when she was 11, showing her lying on a couch in an oversized t-shirt, the filings claim, transforming it into a graphic fake images. One was captioned, "Stepdad rapes her," the document said. James' stepdad made the more than 7,000 fake explicit images of her using the AI chatbot Grok, released by Elon Musk company XAI. According to the document she filed last month in a federal lawsuit, 2 days after the raid, her stepfather was found dead by suicide in his car, Jane said. It was parked in her hometown where she and her partner had recently bought a house. Hopefully he wasn't coming to get you for some reason, but anyway, you think Elon Musk going to be held liable for that? Probably not, though. Probably not, right? Kind of reminds me of, this is a true story, folks. So, year or two ago, when these programs first started coming out, there was a program, the very first real program that you could download to your computer and make porn with was called Stable Diffusion. And they had these things called LoRa's, L-O-R-A. And basically, you could put these LoRa's into Stable Diffusion and you could make them make more pornographic images. It basically trained it to make even the most pornographic images. So I had this genius idea. What if I took Stable Diffusion, which was a public domain, nobody owned it. You can take it, you can modify, you do whatever you want to it. And I hired some Indian programmer to take all these LoRa's that make it really pornographic and put them all in there preloaded. And then I sell it as a AI porn program that you can download and make your own porn, right? I literally paid an Indian guy. I had the whole website set up, everything ready to go, and I didn't do it. I basically killed the project and never launched, and this was why. Because I was afraid somebody would take my program and make something illegal with it, and I would get in trouble for it. So I was like, fuck that. So some Indian guy made some money off me, but that project died horribly. Fuck that shit. Not taking any chances. And then you guys heard about what's happened to our boy Dean? Poor Dean, man. This is how low conservatives are willing to sink. So they can't out-debate Dean. They can't out-fact him. They can't out-think him. So just lie about him and accuse him of being a sexual predator for no fucking reason, because this is all they got. They feel morally obligated to do whatever they can to destroy the enemy. It doesn't matter what it is, folks. A Trump supporter stole the identity of a 13-year-old girl and made up a fake rape allegation against leftist political streamer Dean Withers in an attempt to get him deplatformed and canceled. The 13-year-old Australian girl, whose photos appeared on the Emily TikTok account, says she was contacted about someone impersonating her. She compared her original Instagram photos with the photos used by the account and explicitly stated that she did not create the videos or make the allegations. The account allegedly blocked her after she confronted it. Withers pointed out that one screenshot displays a date and time, while another purportedly from the same conversation does not. He argued that this inconsistency proves the screenshots were fabricated. I mean, we know it is. We know it's all fucking bullshit. But it's not stopping the right-wing blogosphere from spreading this everywhere, folks. Like here's Weaver Whiteheart, 17,000. You're not allowed to rape people. Dean Withers. And this is a scene from Obsession, accusing him of being a rapist and crying about not being able to rape people. 26,000 likes. And they all know it's not true, folks, but it doesn't matter because now he has to defend himself. Now all it takes is every video he posts, all the comments are going to be, you raped a girl, you're a pedophile, you're a sex assaulter, and it'll flood. So basically they'll control the narrative on Twitter where you won't even be able to see anything else on Dean's accounts but this fake bullshit. And that's how they're playing the game now, folks. They can't win any other way, so the dirtiest fucking tactics. And here's the #1 political streamer in the world, Ass Mangled, spreading this lie and cheering it on. He says, I would feel bad, but Dean and people like him have spent years intentionally misunderstanding things. He literally hasn't. Dean is pretty straightforward. He doesn't misrepresent people. If anything, he still mans your argument. He's a really straight up dude. Imagine saying this about Dean and trying to find some kind of justification in order to try to ruin his life and call him a sexual predator or a pedophile. I have to say it, but I'm actually glad this is happening. Leftists are finally facing the same reputation destruction they used to control discourse for years. So anything to justify this behavior. Hey, it's actually good to falsely call somebody a pedophile because, hey, he's a leftist and I don't like leftists. Some other leftists have done bad things, so I blame all leftists for what some leftists do, and so that everybody needs to be collective punishment for what a few bad leftists do. So it's fine to ruin somebody's life. It's fine to laugh about them. Lie about it. It's good, actually. That's where we're at, folks. Biggest fucking influencer in the world. Country can't collapse fast enough, and I feel bad for him. He had to put out an apology video.
This is the most serious video I've ever made. A Trump supporter stole the identity of an innocent 13-year-old girl to falsely accuse me of rape with supporting evidence of poorly botched fake DMs in an attempt to illegitimately deplatform me. In response, the 13-year-old whose identity was stolen made a video calling out the false accuser and anybody peddling these lies using her photos, stating that she's been getting harassed and bombarded with messages. An innocent 13-year-old girl. As we speak, not all, but millions of Republicans across the internet have continued to knowingly peddle this false allegation and could what only be described as an attempt to get me killed or to get me to myself, leading to the police calling me, informing me of a bomb threat, and the continued visceral harassment of the innocent little girl who had her identity stolen. Let's unpack this. First and foremost, this TikTok account, under the name of Emily, accused me of rape. They posted this fake DM to prove their allegation. The account posted 2 screenshots of the same faked DMs, for the purpose being that in the second screenshot, they're scrolled further down the page to also include my response. We know that they're fake because in the first screenshot above their message, there is an included date and time. In the second screenshot above that same message, there is not an included date and time. The only explanation for this inconsistency is that the screenshots are fake.
Well, we know they're fake. It's all fucking bullshit, but it doesn't matter, folks. They don't care if it's real. That's the thing. Ass Mango doesn't care. Like he just said, he's glad. They just want to smear you because he can't beat you any other way. They don't have the intellectual capacity to attack your argument, so this is what they're stooping to. And Blair White, remember Blair White? Trans conservative influencer Blair White. Life comes at you fast. Trump called a pedophile on Fox News, addressing the allegations. Yep, knowing it's a lie, but doesn't care. Absolutely doesn't care, folks. They are the scum of the fucking planet, but nothing but reward in this world for the worst among us. And speaking of Blair White, here she is. Gen Z is ditching trans ideology. Hey, folks, shocking. They basically made trans be illegal. They made it to where you have to be terrified now if you're trans. Death threats. Can't even use the bathroom without somebody wanting to genitally inspect you. Can't have the ID you want. Literally harass, threatened everywhere you fucking go. Less people want to be trans. What? How? How is that possible? Oh, it must be because they weren't really trans to begin with. That's what it is, folks. No, they're just not publicly trans anymore because you guys made their lives a living hell, right? Less safe. Obviously. But pick me, Blair White, the worst among us. And that is my religious bullshit. Trash world for this evening, folks. And all right, we got one more section come up, two more. We got a quick heroes. But get your super chats in, folks. Don't leave me hanging. If you like my show, kick in a few bucks, please. Help a brother out. I need your help. I'm hungry, not because I'm don't have money for food, but because I'm fasting. But I am hungry. Anyway, finish you guys off with a happy ending. It's time for some Beyond the Pyramid, folks. You know who's gayer than the volleyball scene in Top Gun? Andrew Tate fans. Look at these motherfuckers out there doing push-ups for Andrew Tate. And you know this guy cannot grow a beard because if he could, he would. He got that chinless taint look to him, and Jesus Christ. These guys think they're alpha males. I mean, they're in pretty good shape, but you guys are the biggest cucks to ever fucking live. Just suck a dick. You'll feel so much better. Meanwhile, this might be the most hypocritical thing I've ever seen in my entire life, and that's saying something. The bar is so high when it comes to conservatism and hypocrisy, but I think Laura Ingraham might have found a way to clear the bar like a fucking pole vaulter. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Lauren Ingraham making fun of John Ossoff for wearing too much bronzer.
Last month, the Washington Free Beacon reported that Ossoff spent more on makeup than any federal candidate this year, beating out AOC and Rashida Tlaib. And beneath all that pancake bronzer and all of that rouge, then we have an ambitious man, but one without a core.
Yeah, he pretty much gay. He a transvestite. He wearing so much makeup with his bronzer. Unlike my daddy, Donald Trump never wore makeup in his life. He just naturally looks like that.
Just Jesus fucking Christ. Who cares? Even if it was true, who gives a shit? And meanwhile, I don't know if this is the same Trump store that I announced went out of business in the last show. Could be. Anyway, Trump store owner gets arrested. It's pretty funny, to be honest. This whole video is pretty funny. Lisa Fleischman, the owner of the Trump True Store, was arrested on a warrant after she missed a scheduled court appearance tied to charges of driving without a valid license. So basically, she got warrants, y'all. Here's how she reacted to being arrested. First off, it's beautiful because they come up to her, and she's got this insane Trump vehicle. Look at this thing. Trump True Store. Her whole personality wrapped up in Donald Trump.
You are under arrest. Please just comply with us.
Step out.
Okay, well, DuPage just holds a valid.
And now we're going to skip over to the actual arrest. And
well, I don't know what the bullshit
I can fit a whole finger.
I didn't even do anything.
Okay. All right.
All right, Lisa, this officer's going to do a search on you. I can't wait for this to go on the media. Bullshit.
She got a Trump shirt on.
Right, this fucking hurts. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now?
We're not kidding you.
Hey, Lisa. I'm on the fucking chair right now. Stop. Get this thing off of me.
Lisa.
Oh my God, this fucking hurts.
Lisa.
This fucking hurts.
Well, Lisa, you're tensing.
No, I'm not doing anything.
Okay. I need you to relax.
Oh my God.
Lisa.
Get this thing off of me. You have no idea what this feels like.
Okay. Just search your
Get the sheriff. I want the sheriff on right now.
I guarantee it, she's law and order. You should have just complied. You should have done everything they said. You would have got shot in the face. I guarantee you she's one of these.
This better be recorded. All of this. No, I've tried that before, and the videos all of a sudden went away.
Oh, so she's saying that she wants somebody else to record it, not the cops, because she doesn't actually trust the fucking cops. They're always like this. I back the blue. I love the cops, but they don't actually believe anything they say.
Yeah, right. They say go away. Taser! Taser! Get this thing!
Once we
Lisa,
get,
what the fuck did I do?
once we get to the police department,
Oh my God, this fucking hurts!
Lisa, you're the one making a lot of movements.
No, I am not doing anything. It hurts right now.
Okay.
I'm not even moving.
Why are they all like this?
Oh my God! Oh my God! Get this thing off of me!
Lisa,
I swear to God, it fucking hurts.
Okay.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Classic, that Trump.
I am not driving an hour like this.
It's not an hour. We're going to the Carpentersville Police Department.
Okay, go to the other side, please.
Okay, Lisa, we need to search the other side.
Put this on you? Have you ever put
So
this
funny.
on you?
Yes, we have to do that.
Oh my God!
Lisa, stop. Lisa.
Oh my God, get this off of me! Oh my God! I don't fucking give a shit! Get this thing loose! Get it loose right now! I swear to God! I swear to God I will fucking do the shit out of you! Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm not even moving! Oh my God!
Jesus, lady.
Oh my
They're so fucking pathetic. They're all like this. What is wrong with them people?
What you fucking do for fucking money?
They're so fake. Jesus, they're so weird. And speaking of pigs, love this fucking video. I hope they didn't remove it. Don't remove it, Reddit. If you remove it, I'm killing everybody. Everybody's dying if this video's gone. So think carefully. Oh, woo! You guys see this? A bunch of SWAT pigs got all up on this fucking porch. What could go wrong? I bet you guys can't already guess what happened. Woo! Jesus, I hope it hurt. I hope there were some serious fucking injuries. There you go, Blammo! Are you okay? Hey, oink twice, pig, if you're hurt. And as always, hey, cop, fuck the police. They are so fucking stupid, Jesus. And that is my Beyond Parody. And I got one more, folks, one more. So get your super chats in. Get your cash apps in. Might even read the cash apps tonight. People are like, hey, if you would read the cash apps more often, Dusty, maybe we donate more. $ cultofdusty, go to read them. But now I'll finish you guys off as I do. A little bit of motherfucking heroes. We could be heroes just for one day. Woo! And hell yeah, today's the day, motherfuckers. And the one and only hero tonight comes from ex-Biden aide Michael LaRosa. Went on to C-SPAN and the caller got up all in his ass because they tell us, folks, vote blue no matter who, but they don't fucking mean it. What they really mean is vote Israel no matter who.
What kind of a Democratic strategist are you? I mean, you come on a national show and you say that a must-win state like Michigan has an unfit candidate in El Said for Senate. And I can see you saying that maybe in the run-up. You know, I didn't vote for Said. I voted for Stevens. And it's okay. You could have promoted her as well. But now that we're down to the general, and are you trying to get Democrats not to vote for him?
Yep.
You can have your own personal views, which is fine, if you don't like El Said and others. But as a Democratic strategist coming on a national program, I think that's totally unacceptable. And I think that you're doing a disservice. What do you say about
Stanley,
that?
before we talk to Michael, you said you did not vote for Abdul El Said. Will you support him in the general election?
Yes, I most certainly will, which is the reason I'm calling, as I'm calling on the Democratic line. He is not DSA. People try to put him off as DSA. He says he's not DSA. The DSA did not endorse him. And even if he was, I don't understand Michael coming on and doing that. Yeah,
great. Let's get an answer from Michael LaRosa.
Well, I've never supported a Republican in my life for the Senate, for the White House, for Congress. And I don't live in Michigan, so, I mean, my opinion really doesn't matter.
But it does matter because you're on national television and you're shitting on this candidate, and other people who live in that area who could vote for him may not because of what you're saying. So you know what you're doing, but you're fucking a cowardly sack of shit with no spine. At least stand up for it.
Much, but I could never support El Sayed for a couple of reasons. One, there's certain things that do transcend politics. That do transcend parties. And that's okay. That's what I was saying. Vote blue no matter who. The problem with that is who still matters.
Vote blue no matter who, but not really. Not fucking really.
It matters to me. And I just come from a time when I watched people jumping out of windows on 9/11.
What the fuck does this guy have to do with fucking 9/11? Because he's Muslim? That's literally what he's saying here. He was probably, 5 during 9/11? You know what caused 9/11? Israel. Israel caused 9/11. Now, not directly. It was caused by Osama bin Laden, but he said he did it because of our support for Israel and the extermination of the Palestinian people. So, yes.
70 miles from when the towers were falling and burning for 3 months. We could smell it from where I was from.
What does that do with this other guy?
In Pennsylvania, because of how the wind blew. It's personal to me, and 25 years later, somebody who can't stand up to his friends online, on streamers. I don't even know who these people are, but if you're too cowardly and too weak to stand up to somebody who justifies terrorism, who justifies...
So he's lying about Hassan. They made Hassan, even the Democrats made Hassan the whole face of the DSA movement, even though Hassan basically just told the truth. America got blowback because of what we were doing in the Middle East. That's 100% what happened. That's what the history book said happened. He told the truth, but
I don't support him because he caused 9/11.
11, who justifies the suffering of people. All those people did was show up for work that day or
didn't
show
justify
up on
any of that.
An airplane. And this guy doesn't have it in him to say it's wrong to say that.
Look at the whole thing. His old snarl-up face is because he wants to murder children. He's a child murder apologist, and he can't believe anybody would dare stand up to Israel. Israel has the right to defend itself and murder any children they want to. And if you'll try to stop them, I will accuse you of being behind 9/11. Because I'm a Democrat, and that's what we do. Both parties are exactly the same. We suck Zionist nuts all day long because we're all Zionist faggots.
And that's exactly what they fucking are.
Stand up to his friends.
Zionist
the
cucks.
test of leadership.
Fuck you, and fuck the Democratic Party, and don't fuck you guys unless you want me to, because that's my show, and I fucking love you. Folks, we did it. Another successful Wednesday night hump day episode. Hour and 15 minutes. Woo! And if you are watching the replay about to bail out, do me a favor. Could you hit the like button? It's the least you can do. Folks, go share my motherfucking news. I won't do it if you don't share it. It's literally up to you. If you like it, I hate the bitch. I don't really, but progressive audiences are the worst. They'll be like, God damn it, this is the funniest video I've ever seen. Dusty, this is genius. I really think you're onto something here. I think this is going to go viral. Please do more. And then they won't like it or share it. They literally would just go about their fucking, what is wrong with it? Anyway, please share it. I love you. And all right, let's go ahead and read let's see, we got any more. 10 tickets from Brandon Cuvée. Love you, Brandon. If you got your ticket Friday night, I got a huge after party. Come hang out with me. Dusty rules. You do, Mick. 71 months. That's pretty fucking cool. You rock. Vincenze. I just got back from Iceland for a week. Fuck yeah. I heard the weather's actually nice there. And still couldn't quit you, Dusty. I don't blame you. I'm the best. Watch you live stream with satellite internet. Woo! Love you, Vincenze. That's the way you fucking do it. From the cruise ship. Man, what a life. You can say you got viewers from the middle of the ocean. Hell yeah, I'm international. We're what? And love you, Vincenze. We could have had non-insane grifter thief, malevolent president, but no. The woman was brown and had to wear a lab. Yep. And also, she would not stop supporting child murder, which didn't help anything. Finally watching live. What up, Fold? Been loving your content for years. My content been loving you. First time sending money. What took you so long? Not the last. Good. That's what I want to hear. I'm not a super poor. Now, I am. Just regular poor. Hey, well, that's good. Better than me. Appreciate you, Fowad. Thank you for your generosity. 25 from Robert. YouTubers associated with Chorus are not talking about Angie Nixon or the Florida racists at all, like Tabitha, David Pacman, and Brian Tyler Cohen, for example. Looks like a tale to me. Well, you know, I wonder why. Right? It's a mystery. Why is David A. Pacman not talking about this? Why are they not? Mystery. I guess we'll never know. Thank you, Robert. You rock. Trump and Natalie equals Mussolini and Clara. Yeah, new Ava Braun. And we all know how it ended for them. Hopefully in a bunker. Probably in the bunker of the big, beautiful ballroom. And anything else? Nope. All right, I got a few Cash Apps. $ Cult of Dusty. If you got a couple dollars on Cash App you're not using. 10, Justin Patrol. C-App, Dono, or Felis. Woo! Hey, I didn't know that. Cash App, Felis. So do it to it. $23 from Aaron Babcock. I almost read that as Babecock, which I like. And thank you, Aaron. Very generous. Free Palestine Trends Ride, says Jeremiah Spofford. Thank you. It's Jukequake. That's Aaron Babcock. Thank you. And Megan Perez, 20. That's August 5th. That's a ways. Okay. And all right. And last but not least, we got to check our PayPal. So we got to hear. I got a brand new song to play for you guys tonight from my hit, soon-to-be released game. I'm still working on it. I promise, guys. I got lots of irons in the fire. PayPal.com for my game, Bad Influence. I took a little break for a couple days to work on the motherfucking news. I needed my GPU, guys, to be honest with you, because it takes a lot of fucking power to run all this fucking shit. My GPU continuously grinding it out. So if I can get this motherfucker, god damn it. Okay, I guess I can't log in. It's not gonna let me. Not gonna let me log on. All right. Well, that's fucking stupid. For some reason, it won't let me log on. So next time, PayPal. I promise I'll read all you PayPals the next show. I'll get it going. It's been stupid for some reason. But that's why. God damn it. All right, new song. Tonight we're gonna play a new song. I promise I'm reading all the PayPals on Friday. Your name is going to be read. I did not forget you. I love you. And all the rest of them that sent them, I promise, on Friday. But now a new song, folks. We're going to play. Let's see what I want to play tonight. Do we want to play loser songs? Or do we want to play? Let's see. Nope. I'm not feeling any of the loser songs tonight. Let's see. Do we want to play the winner songs? How about... Built Like a Comeback. I don't know if I've ever played this song before. Built Like a Comeback.
Built like a comeback. Stamped by survival. Certified by getting back up. You got knocked down. Came back louder. Turned bad days into rocket powder. Fear pulled up with a serious face. You parallel parked in his parking space. You had every reason to fold that night, but your heart said, "Nah, we still fight." Then you stood up with a beautiful limp and made the whole room recognize the champ.
You rock. Thank you, Brenda Kube. Love you guys.
Built like a comeback, strong like proof. You walked through the fire and raised the roof. Built like a comeback, no fake, no bluff. Life hit hard, but you hit back tough. You got scars with a story attached. Receipts from the times when your spirit scratched and caught its way through.
See you guys Friday.
Day.
Love you. Good night.
The whole ending out of the way. Everybody knows you made hard work look good in those clothes. You didn't just win, you set the pace with victory.